Hello, beloved. Peace and blessings to you tonight. If you've made it here, it's no accident. It means your heart is searching for rest, and your soul is longing to be restored. And here's the truth. When you stay to the end of this prayer, something shifts. Because arriving at the end means you let God meet you in your weariness. It means you dare to believe that His presence can carry what your strength no longer can. So I invite you, don't just listen, pray with me. Let each word become your own. Let this space be a gentle sanctuary, where heaven meets your tired heart. And as you breathe, slowly whisper these words, Lord, restore my strength and calm my soul for sleep. Because the one who never grows tired is right here, ready to renew you from the inside out. In the name of Jesus, I come to you tonight, not out of habit, but out of holy desperation. Lord, you see how weary I am, mind, body, heart, and soul. You know how much I've carried today, how many thoughts I've fought, how many responsibilities I've juggled. You see the fatigue I try to hide. You know, the weight that doesn't show on the outside, but pulls heavy from within. And I don't want to carry it to bed. I want to lay it down now in your presence, in your care, your restoring hands. I long not just for rest, but for restoration that flows from your throne like a healing stream. Lord, rebuild my thoughts, reconstruct the broken scaffolding of a tired mind. Let every racing idea, every looping concern come to a halt beneath your peace. Wash over me with your stillness. Anchor my thoughts in truth, not in turmoil. Your word says in Romans 12:2, be transformed by the renewing of your mind. So tonight, renew mine. I want to think like someone who's been touched by heaven. I want to drift into rest, not circling worries, but circling promises. Let my thoughts be shaped by your truth, not by my fears. I want peace to be the last thing on my mind, not pressure, not doubt, not anxiety. Father, I invite you to my physical weariness too. My body aches in places I didn't know could ache. I've been tense for hours, running on adrenaline and half-empty prayers. My shoulders have carried more than they were meant to. My feet have walked too many miles without stopping. But now I surrender. Ease every muscle, relax every nerve. Soften the stress, tucked into my shoulders. Let your healing presence be like warm oil over every joint, every tendon. Exodus 33:14 says, my presence will go with you, and I will give you rest. That's the kind of rest I need. The kind that starts in my soul, but reaches all the way into my bones. Let this rest seep into my bloodstream, recalibrate my rhythm, and return strength to every tired limb. Jesus, speak to my emotions, to the feelings I pushed down all day just to make it through the quiet disappointments, the unspoken fears, the sting of comparison or rejection, the tiredness that isn't just physical, but emotional. Speak into the places that still ache. Speak into the thoughts that loop without answer. Your word says in Psalm 34:18, the Lord is close to the brokenhearted, and saves those who are crushed in spirit. So draw near, Lord, save me from this emotional weight. Let me cry if I need, to smile if I can, and feel held in every way. Teach my heart that it's safe to feel again, to rest in you without fear of being overwhelmed. But more than anything, God, revive my spirit. I don't just want to rest, I want to be restored. I want to wake up with fire in my bones, not just caffeine in my veins. I want to rise, not just ready, but renewed. Pour out your spirit like living water. Let it rush into dry places. Let it cleanse what's been stagnant. Let it stir what's been. Those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. I cling to that hope, not loosely, but desperately, because you've never failed me yet. So I hope in you tonight, Lord, not in a perfect plan, not in a solution I can engineer. I hope in your ability to meet me where I am and do what only you can. I don't need a miracle moment. I need a miracle night, a night where something invisible shifts, where something tired becomes whole, where something overwhelmed becomes at peace. You are not limited by time, or sleep, or circumstance. While I rest, you restore. While I dream, you do what no striving can achieve. You give what no achievement can earn. You heal in ways deeper than I even know how to ask for. Let this sleep be more than sleep. Let it be sacred restoration, Let it be revival wrapped in rest. Let it be heaven touching earth. In the quietness of my room, let angels stand guard at my door, and peace wrap around my pillow. Let healing flow into every cell, joy begin its gentle return. And when morning comes, let my strength not just be back, but better, stronger, holier, full of purpose and power and peace. Let me awaken as someone who has encountered the restorer. I give you every inch of me tonight, my thoughts, my body, my feelings, my spirit. I say yes to your healing, yes to your rest, yes to your renewal. I let go of control and lean into comfort. I step out of performance and into peace. I remove the mask of endurance and place on the robe of surrender. I believe you're already working even while I sleep. You never slumber, you never grow weary. You are sustaining me even now. So, Lord, restore my strength. Not halfway, barely, fully or miraculously, beautifully, completely. I want to rise as someone who's been touched by heaven in the silence of night. I want my life to tell the story. God restored me in the dark. Lord, you see where I've started to question my why. You see, the dreams I once carried with passion now lying dormant beneath discouragement, delay, or distraction. You know, the ache of purpose, paralysis. The quiet fear that maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I'm falling behind. Maybe I'm not who I thought I'd be by now. And you're not angry at that feeling. You're not ashamed of my questions. You're still calling me forward. So I ask you now, shake off this heaviness, remove the fog that blurs my direction, let clarity come where confusion has settled, let passion rise again where fatigue had dulled my fire. Ephesians 2:10 says, "For we are God's handiwork, created in Christ Jesus to do good works, which God prepared in advance for us to do." That means I was made on purpose, with purpose. That means nothing about today disqualifies me from tomorrow. So, Lord, tonight I release my regrets, my delays, my detours, and I receive fresh vision for the journey ahead. God, reignite the dreams you planted long ago. Breathe life into my calling. Let sleep become a sanctuary where visions are restored. Let the stillness of night stir the embers of destiny within me. I don't want to rise tomorrow dragging my feet. I want to rise eager, expectant, and empowered. I want to wake up not just alive, but awakened. And Lord, while you're restoring purpose, restore my faith too. You know, where I've doubted, you've seen the private wrestlings, the questions I haven't dared speak aloud. God, are you still working? Are you still with me? Do you still hear my prayers? I've tried to hold on to faith, but some days it felt like I was only holding on to the memory of it tonight. I don't want to fake belief. I want to feel it rise again. Your word says in Hebrews 11:1, "Now, faith is the confidence in what we hope for, and assurance about what we do not see." That means even when I can't see the breakthrough, I'd still believe for it. Even when answers are absent, assurance can still anchor me. So restore that assurance tonight. Let faith rebound. Let hope resurrect. Let courage replace hesitation, Eclair. I will not go to sleep in spiritual defeat. I will not let fear write the final sentence of this day. I will not hand tomorrow over to doubt. Instead, I speak trust. I speak confidence. I speak belief. Not in outcomes, but in you, because you are still God, still good, still able. stillness. Lord, I bring before you something I've often overlooked. My creativity, my ability to imagine, to dream, to build, to write, to speak, to design, to envision something new. You gave me this gift, but the pressures of life have dimmed it. The fatigue of routine has muffled it. But I believe you can restore even that. Let inspiration visit me in sleep. Let solutions come through dreams. Let divine imagination awaken in my inner being. Isaiah 43:19 says, "See, I'm doing a new thing now. It springs up. Do you not perceive it? Lord, I want to perceive it. I want to rise tomorrow with creative thoughts that break barriers. I want to bring something new into the world, something that reflects your brilliance in me. I surrender the fear that says I'm not creative enough, I'm not original enough, because your spirit lives in me, and you are endlessly creative. So restore what exhaustion has dulled, revive what has laid dormant. Let every part of me, purpose, my faith, my imagination rise again in you. I refuse to let this day end in weariness alone. I choose to end it in restoration. Lord, I invite you into every place in me that feels asleep. Breathe new life, stir new energy, whisper new direction. I don't need all the answers, I just need enough light to take the next step. And that's what I receive tonight. Not total clarity, but deep confidence. Not perfect plans, but perfect peace. Let this night be the turning point. Let this be where passivity ends and passion returns. Where doubt breaks and trust begins. Where burnout bows to revival. Let the room I sleep in tonight become a chamber of transformation. Let angels carry ideas into my spirit. Let your voice echo in the silence. And when the sun rises, let me wake. Not just rested, but restored. So, Lord, restore my strength again. Restore the parts of me didn't know needed healing. Restore the pieces I stopped praying over. Make me whole, not just in body, but in purpose, in faith, in creativity, in soul. And I will rise in you. Lord, you see what others don't. You know the moments I smiled while I was silently unraveling. You witnessed the quiet cries I gave while scrolling in the dark. You know the thoughts that kept me up last night, the fears I couldn't quite name, the disappointments I didn't dare voice, the ache that whispered, "You're not enough." And yet you don't withdraw. You draw closer, you stay. So tonight, I surrender in that. I surrender the lie that I have to have it all together. I surrender the image I built out of pressure. I surrender the shame that clings when I feel I'm behind. I don't have to perform for you. I just have to come. And I come empty-handed, but expectant. Because I know you meet the humble heart with healing. God, I need restoration in the deepest places. Places words can't touch. The places where my soul limps and my spirit hides. Places where old wounds still whisper. Where buried grief still stings. Where hope feels fragile and joy feels foreign. Only you can go there. Only you can hold the memories I flinch from. Only you can heal the tired places in me that have stopped hoping. Psalm 23:3 says, "He restores my soul." That's not poetic exaggeration. That's a promise. That means when I feel undone, you are not disturbed. When I feel empty, you are not discouraged. You are the one who leads me beside still waters and reminds me I am still worth restoring. So restore me, Lord. Don't just repair me. Rebuild me. Reimagine me according to your design. Make me new, just better, whole, just functional. And as you work deep in my soul, I ask that you would renew my joy, joy that doesn't depend on outcomes, joy that doesn't shrink in trials, joy that dances in the dark, because it knows who holds the dawn. I confess, Lord, I've been living joy deficient. I've let anxiety take the driver's seat too many times. I've let comparison crowd out contentment. I've let disappointment dull my delight. But tonight, I open the door wide again. Let joy rush in. Let it sweep the corners of my heart. Let it become the undercurrent of my dreams, and the echo in my silence. Nehemiah 8:10 reminds me, the joy of the Lord is my strength. That's not just a verse, it's survival. It means when I'm weak, joy makes me strong. When I'm weary, joy lifts me. When life is uncertain, joy anchors me. So fill me again, Lord. Let laughter return, let lightness come, let the weight lift. Not because everything's fixed, but because I trust the one who holds it all. And Lord, one more thing. Sometimes the night feels like a magnifier of everything I haven't done, every task unfinished, every goal unmet, every voice in my head reminding me where I failed. Today I lay in bed, replaying the wrong words, the missed moments, the forgotten kindness I didn't give. But you never speak with condemnation. Your conviction never shames. It calls me higher, but always with love. So speak over me now, not with the voice of a critic, but the voice of a shepherd. Remind me that your mercies are new every morning. Remind me that grace is not rationed, it overflows. Remind me that I am not defined by a bad day, a missed step, or a weary season. Lamentations 3:22-23 says, because of the Lord's great love, we are not consumed, for his compassions never fail. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. So I will not be consumed by regret. I will not be swallowed by guilt. I will not let shame tuck me into bed. I choose grace. I choose the covering of compassion. I choose to believe that even tonight, you are preparing something new in me. God, let this sleep be a baptism. Let it be where the old sorrows wash off and new beginnings take root. Let this be where my heart lays down its weapons and finally rests. Let dreams be prophetic. Let healing be quiet but real. Let the silence of the night be the sanctuary where you sing over me. Let peace not just visit, but dwell. Let hope not just knock, but enter. Tonight I lay down comparison. I lay down shame. I lay down fear of tomorrow. I lay down self-judgment and every whispered accusation. I pick up grace. I pick up joy. I pick up trust. I pick up the assurance that I don't walk alone. I don't rest alone, and I won't rise alone. You are with me, and because you are with me, I will sleep in peace. So, Lord, restore me. Restore what life has tried to erode. Restore what the enemy tried to distort. Restore what I abandoned in my rush to survive. And as I rest, do what only you can bring: beauty from brokenness, strength from surrender, and purpose from pain. Lord, tired but teachable, humbled but hopeful, I come not just asking for rest, but for restoration so complete that I rise tomorrow with a different strength than I carried today. You know how I've poured into people, tasks, emotions, decisions, and now feel like I've got nothing left to pour. But you, Lord, are the source that never runs dry, and you are not asking me to serve from depletion. You're inviting me to serve from overflow. So tonight, God, I ask you to refill what's been emptied. Refill me where kindness was spent. Refill me where patience ran thin. Refill me where compassion was drained. Restore the joy of giving, the excitement of loving, the clarity of serving. I don't want to wake up tomorrow feeling burdened by what's ahead. I want to wake up, empowered to love well, to serve freely, to move forward with strength that isn't mine, but yours, you promised in Galatians 6-9. Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time, we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. Lord, I'm not trying to give up, I'm just tired. So renew my endurance, strengthen my capacity, reignite the flame of purpose and service. Let me remember that every small act of love has eternal meaning. Let me find delight again in giving, even when I don't see results right away. And now, Jesus, I bring to you something heavier than tiredness. I bring my regret, the unsaid apologies, the unkind tone, the things I should have done but didn't, the pressure to be everything, and the quiet guilt of not measuring up. Lord, I know you don't condemn, but sometimes I do. Sometimes I let yesterday's missteps bully my peace tonight, but I hear you gently say, lay it down. So I lay it down, I surrender it all. The conversations I keep replaying, the decisions I keep questioning, the grace I keep withholding from myself. Let tonight be the night I stop holding myself hostage to what I can't change. Your word in Isaiah 43:18-19 reminds me, forget the former things, do not dwell on the past. See, I'm doing a new thing. Lord, help me forget rightly, with denial, but with trust. Trust that you are redeeming what I missed. Trust that your mercy rewrites stories. Trust that peace is possible even in unfinished places. So breathe peace over me now, not just the kind that soothes my thoughts, but the kind that saturates my soul. The kind of peace that guards my heart from shame, that tells guilt it's not welcome in my bed, that whispers, you are still loved, you are still growing, you are still mine. And as I exhale that regret, I inhale surrender, real surrender, not passive, not pressured, but peaceful. A surrender that says, God, I trust you to carry me, even in what I don't understand. I lay every weakness at your feet, not to prove my devotion, but to make space for your strength. I stop pretending I have it all handled, because you never asked me to. So 2 Corinthians 12-9 declares, my grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. I don't need to fake strength, I just need to rest in yours. I don't need to hide my limits, I need to hand them over, because when I am weak, you are not, and you always respond to surrender with supply. So, God, let my bed be more than a place of sleep tonight. Let it be an altar of trust. Let it be a sacred space where human effort ends and divine renewal begins. Let this room become a meeting place where your presence restores not only my body, but also my calling, my confidence, my courage. Restore the voice in me that says I can. Restore the soul in me that believes I will. Restore the heart in me that dares to hope again. Let tomorrow's sun rise on a person who did more than sleep, but who surrendered, who trusted, who let go, and who received everything needed to rise again. So, Lord, I close my eyes, not in defeat, but in faith. I release my grip on what I cannot fix. I release the weight. You've just been led through a prayer of surrender, restoration, and deep renewal. But before you close your eyes, let's gently lean into one last moment of reflection. Because how you finish your day is just as sacred as how you started. And tonight, we're choosing to finish in trust, not tension. Have you ever noticed how tiredness can feel heavier at night? Not just physical tiredness, but emotional depletion, spiritual dryness, the ache of dreams deferred, the weight of thoughts that won't stop circling. There's a loneliness that sometimes comes with lying in bed when the noise has settled, but your mind hasn't. You wonder, did I do enough today? Did I say too much? Did I forget something important? Will tomorrow look just like today? You're not alone in that swirl, but here's the comfort. God is not afraid of your tired thoughts. He meets you in them. Tonight is not about trying harder, it's about trusting deeper. The Lord, who neither sleeps nor slumbers, is already at work even while you rest. He's doing the unseen work of renewing your spirit, your hope, your creativity, your courage. And while you might feel spent, He is not. You're not expected to carry yourself through the night. He carries you. Isaiah 40:30 says, "Those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength." That verse isn't just poetic. It's personal. It's a promise whispered to your tired heart. And it doesn't say those who perform perfectly or who have everything figured out will be renewed. No, it says those who hope. Hope is enough. Hope is enough to open the door to strength. So if all you have tonight is a flicker of hope, that's more than enough. This is the time to release the tight grip of control, to stop the silence driving, to stop rehearsing your fears like a bedtime ritual. It's time to let His peace rise in the places where your plans run out. Maybe your heart feels stretched. Maybe your expectations are bruised. Maybe you're grieving something you can't name. That's okay. This is not a night to fix it all. This is a night to lay it all down. Try this. Picture your soul like a weary garden, and tonight, heaven kneels beside you with living water. He's not criticizing your dry places. He's watering them. He's not rushing you. He's reviving you. And that restoration may not look flashy. It might simply look like stillness. Like peace where there was pressure, like rest where there was resistance. So as you whisper, "Lord, renew me tonight," believe that something eternal is happening, even in the quiet. Trust that your room has become a sanctuary. Let your breathing slow as you inhale His presence. Let every exhale be a release of fear, fatigue, and frustration. You're not just falling asleep. You're falling into grace. Tomorrow will come, and you'll rise. Not just with open eyes, but with an awakened spirit. Because while you rested, heaven rebuilt. You will not rise empty. You will rise equipped. You will not wake weary. You will wake restored. You will not enter the day dragging yesterday. You will step into it wrapped in purpose. So tonight, friend, breathe in the peace you didn't have to earn. Let your pillow hold your head, but let God hold your heart. You're not behind. You're not too late. You're exactly where His love can reach you. You're ready. Sleep peacefully. You are being restored. Thank you for spending these sacred moments with Shine Light tonight. If this prayer touched your heart or spoke to your weariness, don't keep it to yourself. Type, "Lord, restore my strength tonight," in the comments to agree in faith, and share this with someone who needs the same breath of peace you've just received every night. We gather here not just to sleep, but to be renewed, revived, and reminded that we're never alone. So subscribe to Shine Light for more prayers that gently hold your heart and lift your spirit. And now, beloved, may your sleep be covered in divine stillness. May God breathe new life into every tired part of you, and may you awaken filled with strength, purpose, and His perfect peace. Good night from Shine Light. Rest well, rise restored,